Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Thursday, September 14th, 2023. Before I click through the charts, as usual, just want you to please click like if you haven't already and subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. Share the content if you would with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like the Tesla report, daily analysis in the SPY, that is the S&P 500 ETF, daily analysis in the Triple Q, that is the NASDAQ 100 ETF, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and the long bond ETF, the TLT, as well as two individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to 3 to 5 week swing traders out to 3 to 5 month near term investors, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stock picks. And we offer a 5-day free trial up front. So if you sign up for Wicked Stocks, you can check everything out for 5 days, including our recent stock picks. And if you don't like what you see, you can bow out at no cost to you whatsoever. So on with the charts. We'll start with the weekly charts, the big picture, work our way into the day itself. Just this is the structure here. 312.45, this channel top was considered a buy signal about 4 or 5 months ago. We reached it in about a month. We tested the heck out of it, even pushed through it substantially one week only to fall back. We never closed above it at the end of any week, and because of that, I'd mentioned how the channel bottom that is presently at 226.54 should be considered a 1 to 2 month objective. We tested that about 5 weeks ago, and now that we've tested the 226.54 channel bottom, guess what? The channel top at 312.45 in reach as a 2 to 3 month target. In fact, I'm going to raise that just a little bit to take into account a little bit more precise channel top right now. That is the sister top to the 226.54 bottom. 329.29 is a 2 to 3 month target. We are about 5 weeks into that almost now, so there's plenty of time for that to unfold. And most recently, about 4 days ago, 4 trading days ago, I should say, we cleared a gap above the 246.51 speed line after testing it and trading around it for over a week. That set up a secondary buy signal that was expected as an ultimate likelihood. It's just the timing of which was impossible to determine. And in the process, we reached our next resistance area. We came very close to testing it on Tuesday, rallied, I think, within a point of it. It is now at 284.28. So it is this channel structure that is our trend dynamic as we move into October trade. 284.28, you can see here, able to contain weekly buying pressures. We've come close to testing it. So the channel bottom now at 250.259 should be considered, I don't want to call it an outright objective, but it is the path of least resistance after having nearly tested the channel top a couple of days ago at 284.28. Let's continue with the upside scenario for the day. 274.98, nothing more than Wednesday's high. Is also similar to the high settlement price that was put out on Monday. If we push through 274.98, I think there's a decent chance we will within the day retest, if you will, 284.28, where we can place a weekly high, and from there fall back into the 250s. Presently, the low 250s and climbing within a week or two of testing 284.28. So this is the near-term dynamic that exists within the confines of the big picture, which is to say bottom picking 226.54 as a long-term support, able to contain selling through the rest of the year, and having tested it, we are now in reach of 329.29 as a 2 to 3 month target. And inside of that, we have this pretty well-defined channel structure now, 284.28 ceiling, and the floor is 252.59. So that is the upside, as I mentioned. Pushing or opening above 274.98 will signal 284.28 within the day. If we were to close today above 284.28, that sets up another buy signal that should play out through next week. And that 312.45 channel top then expected again within just another week or two, and I'll say over the next 3 to 5 weeks or less, the 329.29 channel top would be expected. If we close today above 284.28, you can see 329.29 is like way up here. And so, yes, 3 to 5 weeks. By the end of October, if we close today above 284.28, by the end of October, we should reach the 329.29 channel top. So, I'll just put it out there. If we do close today above 284.28, and well, a couple things. One is whether you're a 3 to 5 day swing trader or a 3 to 5 week swing trader, no good reason to be short Tesla as we move into next week, because the 3 to 5 week target would be this channel top at 329.29. And so if we close above 284.28 today, you could consider reaching for 330 or 340 out of the money calls that don't expire. I would go, because it's a 3 to 5 week target, I would go at least 2 months out on your expiration date on that. Now let's talk about the downside today. Once again, holding below 284.28 does allow over the next week or two, by the end of next week, 252.59. I don't expect to see this level today. I will say, and I will point to this chart here, 261.91 can contain session weakness. It is a rising 1/3 speed line projected off that August low, and it is in reach today if we break or open below 266.08. 266.08 is not shown here, but I can tell you that the July high against the August low, 5/8 Fibonacci back up to the upside is 266.08. And while we did take it out, it does offer decent intraday support on the way down. We came close to testing it actually on Wednesday, the high session. So I'm sorry, on Tuesday, the high session for the week itself. Breaking or opening below 266.08 indicates 261.91, where a daily low can be made. And, this is great for day traders, 261.91, but also perhaps for 3 to 5 day swing traders, because, we're not destined to test 252.59. And 261.91 may get in the way of that. It may contain not only daily selling pressures, but as we move through a Friday, we could turn higher again. And within 3 to 5 days of testing 261.91, we just might round back up to 284.28 and climbing gradually. But we could trade inside the 284.28 structure all the way down to its base at 252.59, and we could do that for the next several weeks. If, and it's not going to happen today, but if we were to close below 252.59, we have a good September high, because the next 1 to 2 weeks is likely to give it all the way back to the channel bottom once again, that on the daily chart is at 227.49. And once again on the weekly chart, 226.54, offering a solid zone to buy into as we move through October and even the rest of the year. And above which, once again, 329.29 remains a 2 to 3 month upside objective, where we can top out on a quarterly basis and fall off again from there. I think I've covered it all for the day. I'm going to leave you with this chart. Pushing above 274.98, 284.28 in reach today, where we can top out through next week. And once tested, within a week or two of testing 284.28, we can fall back to 252.59, where we can bottom out on a weekly basis. And I guess this is the very last thing I will say. Once again, closing above 284.28, no good reason to be short this market as we move into October. That is all I've got for Thursday's Tesla. Please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com. You have a great day.